People in government, yes.
What is your reaction to the Nigerian spokesperson that are trying to defend himself? He's trying to defend the government that has already rubbish before the international team.
You're talking about Daniel Bowala.
Yeah.
So my own position is different from everybody. Everybody is talking about Bowala as if it is possible to defend Tinubu. It's not possible. Bowala is just trying, and you see, it doesn't have to even be with the Al Jazeera guy. But the other thing that surprises me is that, are you expecting Bowala to be successful? All of you are asking that. So if Bowala had been able to present the case very well, would you give him a Nobel Prize? So everybody's making it sound like, oh, he failed, he failed. Well, if you are not a failure, why would you join the Tinubu regime in the first place? All of them are in the same WhatsApp group. So you don't want Bowala to fail. That's what surprised me about the some opposition people. Their reaction is as if we are expecting Bowala to just go there and just defeat and perform and present Nigeria as an Eldorado where Nigeria is falling apart. It's impossible, you know. So that's why it surprises me that this is my first comment on Bowala's game. It's not possible to defend Tinubu anywhere. Even if Bowala met a secondary school boy, he would say I've defeated him. In this age of Google and AI, you can Google and find on AI in Nigeria what is happening as it is happening. Now you can use it to confront any of these guys, you know. But the problem that most people have is that you must understand that the Boalas of this world, the Reno mockeries of this world, it is hunger that drove them to go to the government. So what do you expect them to do? They have to defend their bellies and their esophagus. That's what took them there. Forget about everything they tell you that, oh, I have a flourishing law practice. Now this thing. But if your law practice is flourishing, what are you doing rubbishing yourself and your generations yet unborn? Nobody would do that. You're, definitely something is not flourishing in your life. That's why you're working with Tinubu. And lastly, I'm even sure that Tinubu himself is surprised that Bowala did so terribly bad. But we may not also be surprised that for them, every publicity is good publicity, whether it's good or bad. So they might be praising him. Who knows?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
The US, we spoke earlier about insecurity and how it's affecting people. And the US has warned of terror attack in Nigeria on their Nigerian embassy. Do you think they are trying to move this war to Nigeria, or it's just
It's,
attacking embassies?
it's, that's what the party represents, so I'm not surprised. But even Tinubu himself, when he was still part of, when he was living the fake of a pro-democracy activist, he was accused of treason. And people defended him at that time to say, look, if you're accused of treason, which is the same thing the soldiers are accused of, you should be given fair trial. Abiola was accused of treason. He was granted bail. It's one of the most popular cases we cite when we are asking for bail for accused persons. That the fact that you're accused of a capital offense does not make you automatically guilty. And anybody who has been accused of treason, if there is a treason case, you should allow them to prepare for trial. Under the military, everybody accused of treason was allowed to defend themselves. And you see them, they will show them, they allow their families to visit with them. So why should we be under democracy and people are accused of any offense for that matter? And we already presume that they are guilty because they are accused of it. So what happens to presumption of innocence? So I don't pay attention to all those APC people. They should be careful, and it's very important. One day they will be out of office. They will be accused of offenses, and they will not be running after looking for Sowore to come and help them fight for their innocence. Like we just talked about Malamitu here, who was here today. That's how they used to behave. They will grant people bail, they will be cordial, they will not respect it. Now they're asking for respect for rule of law. The same thing with Rufai. When he was governor in his state, they did as if the world started and ended with them. Now they're asking for the rule of law, transparency. They're asking for fair trial. What we're asking for is fair trial. And if you don't have any case against them, just swallow your pride and let them go. It's as simple as that. So it's but they know the game they are playing. Because if they've been detained for 5 months, now going to 6 months, and you claim publicly that you have already concluded your investigation, put them in trial, put them on trial. There's no big deal about
Okay,
that.
sir.
Hmm.
Shekuni has just said that the federal government knows all these terrorists by their name, and he does not go alone to negotiate. He goes with the police, the military, and other security agencies. And what do you think about this? Because the federal government
I've spoken about Sheikh Gumi before, and if you remember exactly what I said, that he's not a foolish man as people think he is. He's actually a smart person. He might be smart for different reasons, and he might be egregious in his ways. And they have just told you what I always known. He's not telling you anything new. All these terrorists are in bed with people in government. Whenever there is mass kidnapping, why do you think that government is able to hear from the terrorists? Because they have their phone numbers. If they call one side, the one in Niger, those ones will give them the telephone number of the one in Katsina. They say, no, it's not us, so it's our friends in Katsina that did it. That's how they know it's Gumi is not lying. There's no major terrorist and there's no major criminal in Nigeria that is not known to security agencies. But you even find kidnappers doing MCs at the children naming ceremony of police commissioners in Nigeria. They know themselves. They help themselves. I once told you last year that there's a guy who is into fraud that was given an office at the Nigeria Police Headquarters, one Jesha. So he's not lying. They know all the if they want to wipe out the terrorists today, they know where to get them and wipe them out. They know it. I'm not in government and I'm not any of the security agencies, but I also know that government knows these terrorists. In fact, so many of the terrorists they call up people in government when they are bored. They say, ah, what's happening now? We haven't been allowing us to operate. We want you to leave some areas for us. So it's very true. He's not lying, and that's why we always say that government in this country is a crime. People in government, yes.
What
the
is your
US
reaction to the Nigerian spokesperson that are trying to